My name is Carla Puig and I'm from Girona, Spain. I'm 17 years old and I'm studying my 12th grade of high school while doing the International Baccalaureate because I've always been very strict with myself and worked as much as I can with both my studies and golf. I've been playing golf since I was 8 years old and playing championships since I was 11. And now I want to start this new adventure during my college years in the United States, which has always been my goal. The main reason of my decision is because I want to get to know myself. In other words, I want to go away to a place where to be aware of my potential and where to grow and mature as a person. The only way to reach this goal is going to a place where I have the opportunity to make the best of myself. This place, of course, is America. Somehow, there I'll meet myself on my own and just depend on me to overcome all obstacles, while at home, you are always supported by your family and friends. I think it's really important because it's the only way to get the best of me and it's the only option I'll have. I try to train as much as I can, or better said, as much as my studies let me, because I've always tried to combine both with success, my golf and studies, which require the involvement of many hours devoted to training and studying. I try to achieve a daily training, which although it doesn't have the average of hours I would like, I try to take the advantage of them and make sure that it has been worth doing. I like being proud of myself, so I've always been a very hardworking person and willing to go through what's necessary to achieve my goals. As for my game, my coach has always insisted me to direct it to some objectives, doesn't matter which, but at least one. I really share his opinion because it's a way of reasoning and understanding golf, as well as to search a motivation that will encourage me to take the best of myself. These objectives can be technical, when I want to correct some part of my swing or when finding a special result of the ball, but emotions also come into play. Objectives are also the reason of my routines before hitting each shot, which are based on a previous visualization of the shot I'm about to do. For example, considering the weather, the distance, obstacles, greens topography, not only being a way to believe in it, but it's also easier to understand how to do it. It gives me more confidence because I know exactly what to do because I've seen it. I also try to find these feelings I got on other competitions or even training, those ones that brought me positivity and self-confidence. My routine is also a way to organize myself psychologically and to focus just on what I have in front of me, avoiding every negative thought that could be the reason of a bad shot. In the course, I always search for the easiest way to hit the ball and a way to enjoy the moment, which even though it's difficult, I concentrate on not getting many error shots into account. It has always been a failure. Together with psychoanalysis of situations, I also analyze what I eat or how I breathe. Everything has to be consistent. I have established with my coach that my daily training has to be specified, so the 70% of it is addressed to approach and putt, while the rest 30% to long irons and woods. I also play 3 days a week on the course, the only place where I really improve constantly and get used to different situations. Returning to the objectives, they are related to the shot trained. For example, I limit a 5-meter radius circle if my shot measures 50 meters, where to hit 10 balls. A 4-meter radius circle if it's a 40 meters one, and so on. I believe it's a perfect exercise for precision. I do similar exercises with putt, in which I establish a specific number of balls to get into the hole from, for example, a 6-meter putt, and with my driver, for which I design different fairways, with obstacles in the driving range for getting used to circumstances and pressure. To sum up, my training is based on different situations I can find in a tournament in order to be familiar to them regardless the area of the course, and I always analyze my routine. I'm aware of the difficulty of this adventure, but I'm willing to try it. As I have already said, I want to go to the United States to get to know myself and disconnect, since the field study in my country is all right, but I believe that we are too much pressed with much homework that it's nearly impossible to link it with my training, and so to demonstrate things that appeal to me or that I get on well with. Studying in America is the best chance to do what I really like: study and play golf.